Ja, guten Morgen, Servus alle miteinander. Mensch, es ist jetzt in aller Herrgottsfrüh bei mir. Aber gestern nicht gut geschlafen. Aber naja, was soll man denn machen, oder? Man muss einfach weiterarbeiten. Weiterarbeiten. Aber mal sehen, was so heute passiert. Ja, ich bin ein bisschen müde. Also wir sind hier am 4. Tag von Comic-Con und ja, jetzt machen wir Zeichnungen und machen Ninja Empire weiter und den Ninja-Reich. Wir machen jetzt diesen Charakter fertig und dann schauen wir mal. Ich muss aber auf die andere Seite gehen, weil ich nehme jetzt auf, dass ich mein Video für YouTube machen kann. Also tut mir leid, es wird dann nicht mehr so schön sein, aber wir müssen weitermachen. So, see you later. Zack. Okay. So, jetzt können wir schön ruhig weitermachen. Na? Komm jetzt. Machen wir jetzt den Kopfschüttel. Oh, nein, da. Wir machen aber jetzt noch eins und machen das jetzt auf Multiply. Runter. Und jetzt nehmen wir eine Farbe. Ich glaube, ich nehme ein Blau. Sehr starken Blau. Oder Lila. Vielleicht ein bisschen Lila. Sehr stark. Fast schwarz. Jetzt, was machen wir denn zuerst? Wir machen jetzt alles, was so und so und so. Das, was schwarz ist, machen wir jetzt. Okay. Wir machen jetzt den Licht von da lang. War nicht so gut. Also vorgestern habe ich ein altes Lied gefunden von Blümchen. Oh Mensch, mich hat's fast umgehauen. Ich sag's das so. Also. Und dann mit David Hasselhoff auch noch dazu. Ach Mensch. Hätte ja schreien können. Er hätte nie gemeint, dass ich in 2020 ein Blümchenlied anhören würde. Und dann auch noch dazu mit Hasselhoff auch noch. Den Knight Rider. Was machen wir denn? Was ist denn? Jetzt lieber so. Und das Beste ist, dass alles, es muss nicht alles perfekt sein. Also kann ich da ein bisschen umeinander spielen und ja, oh, no. Jawohl, schaut gut aus. Also, dann können wir das auch so machen. Einfach ein bisschen damit umeinander spülen. Vielleicht nicht so viel. Zack, zack. Da noch eins. Dann da einer. So. Und das hier alles. Sagen wir mal. Schwarz. Machen wir so weiter. Oh, was ist da los? So können wir natürlich nicht weitermachen. Guten Morgen, wie geht's? Rahman. Wir machen einen deutschen Stream heute. Wenn du mich nicht verstehst, dann musst du was sagen, dann kann ich Englisch reden. So just in case you didn't understand me, you need to let me know and I'll speak English to you. Aber momentan, wir versuchen einen deutschen Stream zu haben. Dann können wir mal schauen, wie viele Leute mit mir Deutsch reden. But like I said, if you don't speak German, let me know. I'll talk to you in English. Ups. Kann man natürlich nicht machen. English? Alright, Ramen, how's it going? Do a Rahman, there we go. Sorry. I'm horrible with names. I butcher them all the time. How you doing this morning? It's very nice to see you, man. I've never had anyone from India in my stream before. Granted, this is a new time for me, so I'm trying to get the more European and Asian crowds, see if they might like my my new product called Ninja Empire. I'll zoom out in a second and show you a little bit about it. What about you? I'm doing all right. Like I said, it's a new stream time for me, so I'm a little tired. Especially I didn't sleep well. But besides that, things are going good. Can't really complain much. Oh, really? Oh, nice. So, this is currently what I'm working on. I think my link should be in there. Share email ID if possible. I'm at follow the Kaiser at Gmail. Just like the website. I mean, just like YouTube, follow the Kaiser, and just follow the Kaiser at Gmail. So, what is that? Where in the world is that? Okay, can't fill it right now. There we go. What in the world? What in heaven's name was that? Are you working on a pen tablet, just a keyboard? Oh no, definitely a display tablet. It's a this one currently is a Huion, 21 inch, I believe. Yeah, no, I can't mess around with that the tablet anymore. That'd be crazy sauce. That what is it? What? Yeah, if you're still rocking the old school pen and I mean mouse pad and whatnot, we got to get you a Huion. No, it is, hold on, Huion. Huion. They're great. They're really affordable. Oops. Really affordable, high quality. They're really good stuff. I highly recommend them. Hallo, meine Frau. Ja? Was ist denn? Oh, that's alright, man. Ask as many questions as many times as you need to. But yeah, definitely if you're looking to get into a drawing tablet, definitely check out Huion. They're great price, quality is fantastic. I mean, I'm normally a Wacom guy, but my wife got this for me to pretty much test out. because I was interested in it. So you already follow me? Oh, thanks, man. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you could actually make it to the stream. Yeah. Huion. You can't recommend them enough. I tell all my students about it. So. Like I said, if you're in the market for getting a new tablet, or just getting one in general, I would definitely recommend them. And having a tablet is so much nicer. I'm telling you, I've done the whole mouse and keyboard thing. If you can upgrade, you need to. So where are you from? I mean, country. I'm actually German. So it's where I was raised. I was born in the States, but I was raised in Germany. So, considering that's where I was raised and spent most of my life before I left to come back to the States, that's my hometown. That's where I'm from. At this point, I would love to get back there. Visit family and stuff, but now with the whole COVID-19 coronavirus thing, it's just impossible to go anywhere. And most countries don't want Americans because apparently we can't control ourselves. So, you know. I'm not going for that. Technoax, go ahead. So Rahman, do you stream at all? La Liga? Not by that name. But I mean, if you're talking about soccer, definitely watched my fair share. Yes, sometimes. Oh, really? That's awesome. What do you stream? Real Madrid, yeah. They're good. But you know, I gotta give it up to my German team. I'm a big fan of FC Bayern. So gotta do that, you know. Oh really? Well, thanks. I will take that. Thanks a lot, man. It was like that compliment I will gladly accept. Yeah, Bayern's my team. Young team now. Very young team. They did really good at the last World Cup. Have you gone to any official soccer games? I think this needs to go away. There we go. There we go. Germany not familiar due to injury at World Cup. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. That's better. Mix it out a little bit. Pump that out. There we go. That's good. A little bit more light in there. There we go. There we go. Christo. Oh, really? Okay. It's cool. It's cool. That down like so. Like that. There's a mistake there. What happened there? So we're gonna X. One of the biggest things that I've found out is that there's always mistakes you gotta clean up. Crazy sauce. Now I just need to be careful. Come to travel India. I think you love it because of color and culture. You know what? I would love to come out to India. There's a lot of places that I would like to come and see. Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, I think I'd have a great time out there. Any places you would recommend? Like specifically? Always interested in getting recommendations on where to go. Festival of Colors. Hold on, I'm gonna write it down. Holy Festival. Okay, wrote it down. You can check it out. I mean, you know, can't really come there right now. Once again, people are not feeling the Americans right now because of COVID and their lack of care. But once things open up, all about it. Making a mix. Let's just go ahead and not worry about that. Okay. Sweet. Sweet. Write those down, sheet. Wakanda City. All right, I got it. Trying this graphical. Let's see. Hopefully this will work. See, I didn't think it was gonna work like that. So. What's up, Sam? This is for Ninja Empire. This is the new style that's gonna happen. I know that normally I had a different style, more what people have told me is 90s comics, which I was perfectly fine with. And then a friend of mine was like, hey, you know, you're really pushing on this graphic style, like you're trying to push on this graphic style, so why not try and make it like graphic? And so, you know, less shapes, or less lines, more shapes, you know, throw in some patterns, you know, stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying right now, and I really like this style. I know that it's, you know, a lot of people just instantly go, ah, it's chibi, and that is true. I mean, big head, small body, but I don't know, there's something about it that makes me feel as though it's just a little bit different, not just because it's mine, but something, you know, there's just something there. So I really do enjoy it. How you doing today, Sam? Ready to get up and get it? It's popular, yeah. Well, one of the things is that I was thinking about toys. You know, it's like, what is going to be the easiest way? Because don't get me wrong, I would love to have like a full-on, you know, like 6-inch action figure line. But as far as being a broke, you know, broke family man, not broke, but you know, broke family man that doesn't have $50,000 just chilling around, this I can do myself. Like I can actually sculpt this chibi stuff myself. So that's probably what's gonna happen. And so with this, so I'm planning on doing like a comic book. It's a 2D fighter comic book. Oops. So the best part about all this is that I get to try and push the idea where Chibi Zero is all cute and cuddly and stuff like that, and I'm gonna make mine like super violent. You know, I wanna make it like invincible violent. So, you know, we'll get these nice colors and stuff, and it's like, oh wow, okay, yeah, I dig it, I buy it. And then it's like, oh my goodness, did you see how that guy got murdered? So that's how I really want to push myself apart from things. Fighting game? Yeah. Want to do 2D fighter. I like Street Fighter, Bloody Roar. Yeah, stuff like that. I think it would be really fun to do. Yeah. And especially with these shapes, it'll be really easy to, you know, do animation, teach myself some animation, you know, and we'll make this thing happen together. And I figured the best place to really put this stuff together is on YouTube and Twitch, you know, and just try and build an audience so that, you know, I have a community. Because the whole idea, I mean, I'm not necessarily going, oh, you know what I want to do? I actually want to get this game going. I mean, it would be great, but once again, I don't have a team of people working for me, so, you know, you got to be a little bit realistic when it comes to this kind of stuff. And even though I can go to PAX, you know, like I'll go to PAX East and West and all that stuff, and go to GDC, I can try and pitch it. I don't know if anyone's just gonna randomly pick up some independent guy's thing, right? So you know, we're just gonna play it by ear and see what happens. Are you inspired by any artists for this new style? Do I want? I don't know who the artist actually is, but it's the art from Brawlhalla, the video game Brawlhalla, that really made me happy. So I get a lot of inspiration from that. Would I want a team of people working with me? I would love that. You know, have a great little studio. I think that would be fun. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't mind working for a company that allowed me to, you know, command a team. San Diego in the house. San Diego in the house. You hurting that San Diego's not happening? That Comic-Con's not happening? No, I am. Comic-Con. How I miss it. I miss it already. I never thought I would, but dang. Yes, I heard many people pitch ideas like this at conventions. I always wondered how these things get picked up. Yeah, you go to conventions, right? But you gotta you gotta pretty much have it ready to go. And so it's kind of what I'm doing, right? Like I want to have a full-on pitch Bible, you know, ready to go before I even think about it. And I want to have a nice product, you know, and if I have a following already, you know, to where I can be like, look, this is already, people like it on Instagram, on YouTube. You know, I ran this Kickstarter and look at how many people loved it. You know, if I can do that a couple times, forget about it. I've never been, but everything is sad right now. Oh no, you live in San Diego and you haven't been? Dude, you gotta try it out. San Diego Comic-Con is an experience that if you can have it, you should have it. And with you being right there, you need to have it. Rahman, do you go to any conventions in India? Graphic design conventions or anything like that? Can we stream on the actual site or on YouTube? It's on YouTube, actually. So if you go to their actual site, they have the programming up, and then they have a link. Like if you click on one of the programming things, it'll take you to a link, and then it goes to their YouTube channel. I don't exactly know if it's like San Diego at YouTube or whatnot, but they have a link. So all their programming is up right now, and they're releasing it. So they're releasing it like day by day, so that it feels like Comic-Con. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is already out. So there's that. It should be one of those things to do before you die list. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, if you like pop culture, you know, if you like comics and movies and toys and stuff like that, you should definitely get out to Comic-Con at least once. If you can, experience the madness. Are you in? I am on Instagram. Same thing, follow the Kaiser. Try my hardest to make it easy for people to find me. And the best part is, my name tells you exactly what I want you to do. I want you to follow me. Yeah, it's coming together. Our first official character in this style. Oops. Cat and Shout, in case anyone is unfamiliar or hesitant to attend, allow me to explain to you Comic-Con is in a short sentence. Madness. But I am excited to see how you're going to explain it in a sentence. Oh, and if you guys are interested at all, on Sunday, so tomorrow at 4 o'clock, I actually have my panel. My panel is going to go up, so if you're interested, please check it out. Would love for people to, come. Have people, have San Diego go, oh, okay, it's still good stuff. I used to, when it was in person, I would do a panel called Proper Pitching and Promoting Yourself. And so they asked me to do one for their at-home series. Are you streaming on another site as well right now? Yes, I am. I'm actually on Twitch as well. Those are the two that I currently stream on until they tell me I'm not allowed to. I use YouTube more. Yep, that's why I'm streaming to both, because there's so many people who are like, well, I want to watch you stream, but I am more of a YouTube person. I'm like, all right, I can do that. It's not a problem. So I just try and hit the top two that people tend to go to. Because otherwise, what's the point, right? You gotta try and get people. Gotta get people where they're at. I've already joined you. Sweet. Thanks, Rahman. Thanks for joining. Fix a date to stream on Instagram. I do not. I did do live streams on Instagram, but it's probably something that I need to pick back up. Especially since I'm trying to promote the hell out of this Ninja Empire thing that I'm doing. So, not yet, but we'll see if I can't start streaming there to pick up some live streams. I mean, it would definitely make it so that I wouldn't stream too long. You make my wife happy. Also, it's highly encouraged that you dress up to attend the convention. In fact, the more effort you put into your costume, the more pictures and attention. That is very true. Very true. Love cosplayers. What's funny is that a lot of artists, you'll hear them, they'll complain about the art, or the cosplayers. I'm like, but they're just doing art too, man. That's their art. Like, yeah, it was taken away from my art. I'm like, well, what they say, get better. It's like if they're taking away from your art, it means that it's not People aren't that interested, so that's not their fault. It's your fault. It's just always funny when people are jealous about stupid stuff. I shared one friend to go online. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, I've been in the convention business for about 20 years now, and when it got really, really popular and all the cosplayers came out, people were losing their mind. What? All my people are English. So I'm just supposed to I started off speaking German, and then I had people come in and, you know, they're like, can you speak English, please? And I'm like, well, I mean, it was like, sorry.
No, I know, but I turned on my thing because I thought I didn't see the German stream. I just saw the thing because when I got my notification, I thought it was the stream from last night on my phone.
Oh.
So I swiped it away, and then I got on my phone to watch your videos because I'm not using it. And then I was like, oh, stream. It's a German stream. The first thing I heard was English stuff.
I know, it's like, oh, poopies. I was.
I'm sure
You can ask Rahman. He came on and said hi. I started speaking German, and then I was like, now if you need me to speak English, let me know, because I'd hate for you to bounce out just because. And then it was, we need you to speak English. So if you want to know something funny, the one complaint I hear all the time is from moms. Really? I'm just jealous about what I missed. Ah, he's a designer too. Sweet. I've never heard that before. That is actually super interesting. It's, as far as the cosplay thing goes, I'm telling you, there's so much drama that happens because of the cosplayers. That's why if you look at conventions, the cosplayers are put away, like they're not anywhere close to the artists. And it's solely because they're like, well, all these people, all they want to do is come in and they want to come in and get their pictures taken, and you know, all the people, that's all they want to do, so they're not here to spend money. And it's like, I mean, people will spend their money if there's something they want to spend it on. So if people aren't spending money on your work, there's a reason. And a lot of people just don't want to hear the fact that the reason they're not making any money is because nobody wants their work. It's a harsh reality, but you know what? It is one that affects many people, but you know, it's the art world. If you're not good enough, that's just the way it is. Sorry, we were talking about cosplayers, Sam, and how a lot of artists complain now that there's so many cosplayers, and even the fan cosplayers, like they're really mad at fan cosplayers because they're like, all they do is they come in here and you know, all they want to do is get seen, and they're not trying to buy anything, and so, you know, we're wasting our time because there's so many more cosplayers than there are actual fans. And I'm like, I know cosplayers, all the, you know, the people who come dressed up, and they spend all kinds of money, right? Because they support the craft and the thing that they're in. So it's like, once again, you know, I come in, I'm like, you guys need to stop hating on these cosplayers or the fans who do cosplay, because you know, they're not right there going, hey, we want to buy all your work. You know, now there's so much more competition, you know, games, cosplay, toys, comics, you know, animation. Even animation now is coming out, you know, they're coming out to these conventions and stuff. So it's like, you have to be on your A game when you come to these conventions if you're trying to sell money. I mean, sell product. So you can't just come in and be like, hey, I drew Spider-Man, hope you like it. You know, I mean, you can, but there's so many people who draw Spider-Man, so it's like, who cares, right? That's not gonna help anybody. So we really, you know, you just, once again, you know, I think people are people just want an easy ride instead of going, oh, well, I really got to bust my butt to, to try and make something happen here. And there's a thing, like, everybody does fan art. I try and stay away from fan art, mostly because there's so many people who do it better than I do. So I'm like, look, I'll draw Spider-Man if you want me to, and a lot of people do want me to draw Spider-Man. So, but in the end, I'm like, I'd much rather you want some Ninja Empire stuff than my drawing of Spider-Man. And I believe that it's like one moment away before, Marvel and DC and all these companies going, y'all are making too much money off of us. So it's one of the things I'm really worried about, especially all the print people. Print people are killing me. They got towers of copyright infringements. But yeah, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just freaking out. I don't know. Also, I know a ton of cosplayers who got to conventions and dropped tons of money to support local artists. Yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing. It's people complaining, right? They have no basis. It's just that, maybe they had one convention that they did really well, and then they went to this convention and they saw a lot more cosplayers, and then they're like, oh, all these cosplayers, I don't want to be here, blah 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 blah. And it's just like, come on, man, don't do that. Don't. It's like, you need to step it up. Like I said, if people don't like your work, guess what? It's not because they're cosplayers. It's because your work sucks. Or maybe this is not the place for you. Because there are conventions for everybody now. And so if you're like, let's just say you're a trinket master, right? And you're like, well, I don't understand why I'm not making any money at this comic convention, and you have nothing. It's like, what is it? Steampunk or something like that. And you're like, I don't understand. These people don't want my stuff. And you're like, well, that's not, you're not in the right place. So that might be a problem. You know what I mean? It's crazy. All those comic book companies are becoming bankrupt anyway. They keep making terrible comics and movies. They're basing so much on movies and stuff. And it's like, ooh, that movie stunk. So they are putting a lot of money, but I don't think they're gonna be fun. Like, Marvel's not going anywhere because Disney's behind it. So I don't foresee them going anywhere anytime soon. But the one thing, there was a thing on YouTube, and it was like, which one of these needs to go, and it's just going, which one of these movie or companies could you live without? And it's like, all of them. I don't need any of them. And mainly because, don't get me wrong, there's some good movies that happen, but if I had the ability just to see new work, that's what I'd really want. Like, there's so many super creative people that are out in the world today, and it would be awesome to just see their work get a little bit of attention. Like, I have a friend, he's got this thing for like Puerto Rican comic and comic show. Looks amazing. This Captain Marvel movie was terrible. Disney's losing money too. No Disneyland. But they've reopened, and people are going. They are so there. They're in Disney. Yeah, they might be losing a lot, some money, but they're making money. Don't let the media fool you. They're making money. They're making good money. And it's like, I have friends who work for Disney. They're like, yeah, we just reopened and the place is packed. So, It's one of those ones where I'm like, I don't, whatever. Disney's making a ton of money. They'd be alright. Which of these companies could you go without? Marvel, DC, Disney, Star Wars. Guess what? I do with all of them. I don't need any. Yeah, I don't need any of them. Like I said, there's so many other creative things that are out there that I would love to see happen that I don't need it. I don't. But they are the ones that are killing everything. So, like, we own everything. So, not really much you can do about that. Alright, so I know that this is going to be in shadow. Some of that would be catching some light, so we'll erase some of that off in a minute. I gotta find out when the next the comics creators for creators. Have you guys heard about that? Or any of you guys artists? Like, I mean, didn't really ask. I'm sorry, but if any of you guys are comic people, have you heard of Creators for Creators? It's an online site, and it is it's a group of independent comic artists who are putting together it's $30,000. I think it's $30,000 for artists to make a comic, and they give out awards to a certain amount of people. And so it's actually really cool, and they have some. I don't know if they're still doing it due to pandemic land, but it was really cool, and they've awarded it to some great people. And what's funny is it doesn't even need to be like, what killed me about it is that they're like, oh yeah, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to have it printed, you can just do a web comic, you just had to do a certain amount of pages. And I was like, wow. At that point I was working on a trading card game, so I really couldn't do it. But now I have to see if they're still going to do it, because I'll gladly accept a good extra 30,000. Let's see, which companies? No. Why is that? Because I would love to see Dark Horse, Top Cow, Valiant, and Image Comics become super big blockbuster hits. Yeah. Do you know how long I've been waiting for Cyberforce movie, right? See, I would want to see Wetworks. I think like superhuman people, like in a Predator, like old school 80s Predator style movie. Man, come on. We get all kind of superpowers and people with gigantic double Gatling guns on their forearms and stuff like that. Yeah, that screamed to be an 80s movie. It would be all over that. A Cyberforce movie? Whew. Come on, give it to me. Bloodshot already came out of the movie. I was super happy to see. Was it any good? I mean, it looked like it would be fun, but I don't know. It also looked like it could have been horrible. And I want Eternal Warrior or yes, a Ninjak movie. Ooh, I'd be okay with that. Well, they did that. Was it Ninjak versus the Universe thing online with Bat and Sun? I don't know if you saw that. Are we on swing? Like, what happened? We're just going through the swing stuff, okay? Oh, you're not hurting my feelings, man. I'm not that kind of guy. People who get that specific, you know, they freak me out. Like, dude, you knew what I was talking about. It's like, don't do that. So, it's all good. I knew where you're coming from. But yeah, what is going on? Why is that darker? Oh, it's because it's a different color. That's why it's different. That's why. Different color. Gotta fix that. Your Twitter link on Twitter. Yeah, and you know what? Thanks, Sam. I thought I fixed that, but I didn't. Apparently. It's if you actually are interested, it's Follow the Kaiser. Follow the Kaiser pretty much on all social media. Actually, no, I am Follow the Kaiser on all social media. But thanks, I'll make sure to fix it after this stream. Wait, San Diego, what are you doing up? It just hit me. I'm like, San Diego. I was like, wait a minute. Like 4 in the morning. Four in the morning, you should not be up. You should be asleep. Her pals the goon. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think the goon would be great. You have insomnia? Oh, Sam, man, I'm sorry. That sucks, bro. almost there. Throw in some highlights, some glowy bits. We'll be done. I also forget how much I'm a bit of a social shut in even before Corona. Okay. Well, I mean, streaming's got to be great for you then. You know what I mean? You got all these people at your fingertips. That's really cool. There are so many comics that deserve the movie treatment that DC or Marvel, in my opinion. We don't. So many that would put together such an awesome, an awesome movie, right? They would be absolutely fantastic. I completely agree with you. But, you know, with that said, the big two have put out some good ones. Wonder Woman was awesome. I mean, DC has far fewer awesome movies. Wonder Woman was awesome. Aquaman of all things. I never thought that I would be like, man, Aquaman was a great movie. Aquaman knew exactly what it was. It was fun. You know, having Aquaman, come on, man, that was great. Like, from DC, I was like, man, I want to watch another Aquaman movie. Never in a million years did I think I would be saying that. Marvel had some good ones too, you know. Black Panther was amazing. The whole Infinity War stuff, you know. Had some good ones. The only DC movie I really care about is Shazam. Shazam was a lot of fun. Looking to see, I'm really looking forward to seeing The Rock as Black Adam. He doesn't even need a rubber suit. The guy is insane. Shazam is what Superman should have been. Oh man, we're not even gonna talk about Superman. That was a disaster. Disaster. But I think it seems to me like, except for Wonder Woman, it seems as though DC should be doing comedy more, because they did great with Shazam, they did great with Aquaman, and then every time they try and do these like super dark and deep and it's like they all suck. Like, a lot. Like, they suck hard. So, I mean, I don't know. But, you know, the bad part is that nobody really wants to take a chance on things that often. So, you'll, you know, you instantly get... so there are plenty of things that are being pitched to these big companies all the time. All the time. And, you know, the thing is that nobody really wants to take a chance on anything, so we get the same stuff over and over and over again. You know, because they're like, oh, well, this worked, let's do it again. You know, they're doing all these remakes, and it's like, why are you remaking stuff? Like, there's no reason to remake some of these things. I mean, except for nostalgia, right? You get that. Who doesn't get nostalgia? right? Completely understand. But still, it's just like, dude, come on. Huge risk, lost millions, still do it. That's true. New Terminator, terrible movie, lost millions. Yeah. FM Ghostbusters. Man, the female Ghostbusters movie should have been great, but there's such an outrage because when they did the Ghostbusters, they're like, hey, look, Ghostbusters, all the super, you know, the people that you actually read about. You know, when people say comic people, the ones that you see and think about, it's like, man, they ruined that movie. They're like, oh, it's females. We wanted original ones and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, come on, guys. It's something different. Let's try something different. Nope. Nothing different was going to happen. And they tore that movie apart before it even got started. And that was truly a shame. Tore it apart before it even got started. Birds of Prey movie. Yeah, I wanted that to be fun. Yeah, they keep trying, but see, they keep trying with the same stuff. You know, same stuff in the fact that they're going, they're like, oh, well, you know, it might be, hey, let's give Harley Quinn a show because she's popular right now. And you're like, all right, but instead, like, how about we just give one of these independent guys something, right? And just go, hey, why don't you try your movie? Sucked real hard. I didn't see it. It didn't seem like my cup of tea. So that's why I was like, I didn't see it. But I was like, oh, at least they're trying, you know? And the bad part is when all these movies fail like this, especially when it's like female cast or if they do any type of minority cast, stuff like that, they're like, see, it didn't work. And so instead of going, well, no, you just put together a horrible movie. You know, so, but, you know, what are you gonna do? You go, well, tried to go out and support it, but it was a horrible movie. And that's the funny part, because, you know, people want to support. They're like, oh, we'll support it, sure. And then they just put together such garbage. And it's like, why would you do that to us? Right? Because we're the ones who are like, here, take my money. Just take it. I want you to take my money. But then they go, oh, we're going to make some garbage so that you don't want to ever spend your money with us again. They're funny. They're just, I mean, and I wish I knew, like, you know, there's sometimes when you think, man, you guys really need to get just a regular person in on the inside so that you can be like, don't do that. That's not going to work. No one's going to watch that. You know, it's like, no one's going to watch that. Don't do that. With Birds of Prey, they marketed it so strong for women, but then it flopped and the director blamed men for not going to see it. I mean, but the thing is, it was all about female power, right? And so that's cool, but the movie seemed like it was going to be stupid. And that's a problem, right? I mean, you look at Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman did so good. You know, and that was a female empowerment movie because, you know, at this point, Wonder Woman, that's what Wonder Woman represents. Not what it represented when it first started, but, you know, and that worked really well, but it was just a good movie. So I think that if you produce good movies, people will come out and watch it. That's it. I mean, it should be a simple formula. Right? Produce non-garbage. People will like it and watch it. And I'm sure, I mean, and I know that there's a lot that goes into it. You know, a lot of other people, a lot of hands in the pot, a lot of companies, you know, they're in there and they're like, no, you can't do that, or no, you can't do this. Like, I get that. I completely understand that. But, you know, you can't just have horrible shows all the time. You just can't do that. I want to see a DC movie or TV series about lesser known heroes like Stargirl, Wildcat the Creeper. Yeah. Yeah, they do. You know, when they do that and they do it a TV series, like the TV series stuff has been really good too. So it's just odd when it fails so hard. So I don't know. You know, I don't know if there's a magic formula. You know, if someone's like, oh, well, you should do this and that'll work. Or what, but whatever it is, we should try and figure it out, because my word, getting these crappy movies is becoming a problem. I want to take my kids to the movies, you know, well, can't really do that now anyway, but, you know, taking the kids to the movies so they can experience stuff like that, but you know, like, I want to watch something like that. That movie's gonna be horrible. And going to the movies now, it's like costs a gazillion dollars. You know, I have a big family, so when we go to the movies, you know, you're looking at like dropping $100 just to get in. And I'm like, you better have something good. So I know I asked before, but I didn't really see. Are any of you guys artists? Creatives in any way? I think that takes care of the shadow. Oh, that's right. We still need to do that. Very importante. Those are all horrible. That's not what I want. So I think we gotta go darken. Ha! Nice. Nice. Alright. So that takes care of that. Then we need, what's this? Highlights. Come in and put some highlights in some stuff. Rush it. There we go. What is going on? I asked the artist question, everyone becomes quiet. Didn't mean to scare you guys. Highlights. Okay, so the cloth's not going to get a highlight because I don't want it to be shiny. That's going, we'll probably add some sheen to add a highlight to the balls. We'll add kind of a highlight here, bring this up a little bit, not that much. That, come over a little bit. Right, that way we can desaturate that just a little bit. Put that on the right layer. Just a little, just a little bit right there. A little bit. Not trying to do really big, splashy highlights. Just a couple, right? Just a couple of shapes. Don't want to overdo it. Alright, well it looks as though I've lost some of my people, my talkers, so I can start speaking German again, so my My family doesn't yell at me. Wie schaut's aus? Sollen wir Deutsch reden? Miteinander? Ich meine, ich kann mit euch Deutsch reden, wenn du willst. No. You gotta practice German or what? Nein. Nein. Ich bin Deutsch. I'm just am German. Figured, you know, didn't figure I'd catch a lot of people awake when I started that weren't from Europe. So, you know, I was like, I'll do a German stream. But lo and behold, I caught 0 Germans. I'm on the West Coast right now. It's 4 a.m. My brain is melting. So yeah, I understand. That's why I was like, man, it's too early for you. What are you doing? And I'm sorry that you're awake. It sucks, man. I mean, I'm glad to have you in the stream, but I'm sorry that you gotta be awake. I'm here to talk to you, have fun, and make jokes. Big love to you. Oh, thanks, man. Like there. Put one on his nose, put one on his hand. And I think we might actually be ready for the magic. Nope. Knuckle. Yeah. Alright, just little things that most people probably are not gonna see when it gets printed and stuff. No, it's not. I have no idea who this is. It's a character that I was asked to create. So I'll have to look up Fujin. I haven't really, the new guy, like, I haven't picked up on him. Like, I've heard of him, but not necessarily in my repertoire of peoples. I'm gonna have to come in and fix that. I don't like that. Fix that, highlights, oops. So this is a character for Ninja Empire. One of the people over at Patreon, right? I get to design a character for them. They're just like, sometimes they're not as forthcoming with ideas. Like, I figured a lot of people who would support me on Patreon and whatnot would actually have a bunch of ninjas that they'd want created. Well, I was wrong. And so every time they're like, hey, you know, when they get chosen to have their character made, what happens is they just go, do this, I guess. So nobody really gives me much, so I get to make up characters. But this time they're just like, hey, what about a character kind of like Witcher? And I was like, okay, so a person who hunts down demons and stuff. I'm like, all right, I can do that. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's what this little lantern, that's why this lantern is weird, right? And so that's where all his demon souls go into. And then of course, you know, there's this random big head tattoo of his. And it looks, and that's very story relative, because I'm making this group of ninjas or characters within the Ninja Empire that we don't know whether they're good or bad, right? We have no clue what's going on with them, but they're always there when stuff happens. Like when big changes happen, they're always there. And we don't know whether or not they are influencing what's going on. All we ever know is that they're always there. And so eventually it'll play out that we find out what they're all about and stuff like that. So I'm trying to figure out if they're going to be gods or descendants of gods. Like I haven't worked that part of the story out, but I do know that I have a group of characters that come in. So is this the main character? No, not at all. Really, well, he'll probably be next. Because I just started this new character and I had to do this Patreon piece, so I didn't get to redesign my character. Alright, man, I think that's that character. Alright, cool. Now I'm going to add the patented background color. Okay, so we got that. Come in here. Let's see if we can't get some type of cool those two, and then maybe we'll come across here. Yeah, I put these shapes back here, right, to kind of break up the background a bit. They don't mean anything. Not yet, at least. Just trying to give some visual interest to the background. Everyone's kind of got their own, a little different. I do want this one to come down a little further. Alright. And then come in and make sure everything is hunky-dory. Cut these off a little bit. Alright, make sure everything's lined up. Alright, so that's that. The main character is called the Black Dragon, and if I wasn't recording for something else, I would, like I'm recording this for the rest of my YouTube stuff, so, but eventually we're gonna have to change all that. Like I'm gonna record the process of creating the character that's ninja related, but for this one, because I had started already, I can't do that. So all right, last little bit. I got two things left to do. No. Okay. Come in here, we're gonna make some stuff. Oh! Alright, so we're gonna go green mode, linear dodge mode, this mode. Make some stuff, something that I've become known for. Alright. Now you want to work. Oh, is that what's going on? Oh. Whoa. Look at that. You just gotta make sure you don't overdo it. is not blending out the way I'd want it to. There we go. Rid of that dot. Go. Okay, bam, bam, bam. Jetzt a little smaller, ein bisschen kleiner. So, zack, zack, zack. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna come in here. These little dots indicate gluey things. We ain't doing that. You know what? I think we're gonna erase that because I don't like that. Alright, let's try that again. Noch einmal. Blur some of the sound. Here. Ein bisschen. Ein bisschen. Okay. Now we'll come in and make some really bright dots. Probably should just come in. Done. Come in here, make. There we go. Ein paar größer sind und ein paar kleiner sind. Eins nach dem anderen. Und die sind alle nicht gleich. Hoffentlich kann man dann sehen, dass die. Ja, super. Super. Yes, blau. Alright, so now I get green, do some orange, this orange. So we're gonna come down here. We're gonna add literally the last thing. Das ist das letzte, was ich jetzt dann mache. Und dann werde ich wahrscheinlich nach oben gehen, frühstücken, Kinder spielen. Ja, es ist fast soweit. 4. What? What's up, Kiamon? 4. I'm not up on the lingo. You have to help me out. Yes. It's gonna work. So. Da. Da. Hier und oben und dann runter. Ja. Oh. Hallo. Ja. Aha.
Was that dude that came in that one time and I streamed with you, Stern Obviously, like that, and just walked in and was like, wow, you barely got an accent.
Das war Guts.
That was good.
Ja.
Really?
Ja.
Is Guts there?
Nein. Er ist nicht hier. Er ist momentan nicht hier. Und ich weiß nicht, wer Kioman hat irgendwas gesagt mit F4F. Ich weiß nicht, was das ist. I said Kioman said something. He said F for F, and you're young. What's F for F? Du weißt es auch nicht. Okay.
Honestly, none of us are really good at that.
Meine Kinder sind nicht so gut mit dem Lingo. Someone hit me with before and I didn't know what it was. They're like, oh man, I got the T. I was like, what? I was like, I don't. They're like, you never heard that before? I was like, no. And then I go, I'm old, so. What? Like, it's the gossip, man, the gossip. I'm like, oh. Why did okay. No, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, nope. Can't work. Wir sind fast fertig. Fast fertig.
What?
Wir sind fast fertig. Almost done.
Yeah, I never would have done that.
Huh?
I said, yeah, I never would have gotten that. Does Guts live in Germany?
No.
Does he live not here?
Yes. I had some people from not here stop in my stream. Had some people from San Diego who should have been asleep. They may have and finally went to bed.
That's good.
Had a very active chat for a while. Now everyone's kind of like, I'm sleepy.
Did that dude tell you what F for F means?
Nope.
Oh, you should anytime to tell me.
I know it's harsh. Hope they're okay.
When I popped into your stream like the first time,
Mm-hmm.
there's like a lot of chat
Yep.
about it people listening. And that's something on the YouTube on your if you guys can like yeah.
There are really not a lot of people on Twitch. YouTube was definitely where it was happening. I don't like that. Artistic creative license.
You know, I hope someone starts recording again, or like it's good, like the videos are more interesting, so that I can actually watch them.
No.
Stop it.
Okay, good. Now Who?
Sean?
Oh, Sean.
Because his videos are like so not enjoyable.
Comes with practice.
I know, but he's always like, you never watch my videos, you don't comment on anything.
I watched his videos.
No, so I'm talking about me.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I watched the video.
I tried to watch his videos, but he says hi, he's like, what's up, today we're playing this, and then he just plays. Like as if he were alone in his basement. Just like, hey guys, what's up, today we're playing Minecraft. It's like, I'm gonna make tools. Oh look, I found a cave. 10 minutes later. Yay.
So,
Oh.
so me.
That's what did happen though.
Good.
And Minecraft for the win was so long.
Minecraft for the win.
And it was extra like that because boring that, you know, because it was so laggy, just couldn't handle it.
Yep.
So like the video kept like, really stop.
Yeah.
I still think watching people play BTB is boring. I said that's what his channel's gonna be.
But the thing is, like, there are so many people who that's what they do. They just want to watch gameplay videos. They want to watch people playing it.
No, I know, but BTB is just a tower defense game. It just seems boring. To me, there'd have to just be someone who's like really funny, like has very funny commentary
Right.
on it for me to watch it. But other than that, like if you put things down and then pop them in.
Yeah, and then you gotta wait, right?
Like I understand the games where you can like get different endings and stuff.
Right.
Or like you could go a different path, get the same ending, because then like you know there's different gameplay from each of them, you know.
Right.
But for me, survivals, I mean, it's like boring. In my opinion, it's not fun to watch. That sounds like there's so many big people, and I'm like, I'm sure there are. It doesn't change the fact that I think it's boring.
Right. I don't like it.
Yeah, I only watch YouTubers play games that I know I can't get.
But see, that makes sense. That makes the sense.
Yes.
Thank you, line.
That thing is so loud, like 2 seconds ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was so loud, it was so upset. I don't know why the camera went up and she was not happy. Like she wouldn't go down either, she was loud.
Like, I don't want to be down there. I don't want to be up. I'm just mad.
It's because she needed to like get her there. But she couldn't. She wasn't ready yet, you know. She was just upset. So I'm gonna kill you. I think it's so funny how the puppy will be quiet when you stress them. Just like, shh. And they're like,
It's mostly because they're curious as to what happened because it was a new noise.
no, I know, but I just think it's so funny.
It is. It's really funny. It's like they actually are paying attention.
They're like,
Like, wait, what? I didn't do it. I swear. We are almost done. Wir sind fast fertig.
I'm gonna try and finish my painting. I
Yeah?
don't know how to say that in German.
Ich versuche, mein Bild fertig zu machen.
Can you say cat in German? There's this one.
Cat?
There's this one, no, I know that, but so there's this video, right, this like TikTok person, so it calls cat in like different languages. It's like kitty kitty, something something, like he does that, right?
Mhm.
And then there's this like really long German word for like cat or kitty or something, and the cat's always comes in. It's like, yeah, German always works. I'll try to find it. Let me give you my
Yeah,
phone.
'cause I'm like, I don't even know. Fast fertig. So much. Nein! No!
Yeah? Yeah.
Nein, 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 nein.
What happened?
I was drawn on the wrong thing. Always the wrong layer.
Blink, blink, blink. There. That one.
Oh, I don't need to watch it, right? I can hear it.
I know. Ugh. So basically, he just finds these random like straight back,
Okay.
and he calls them like cat, kitty, kitty, but like a different languages, and then it comes to him like that. So
That was not a word. Isn't it? Isn't it?
okay.
Dude, come on, why? Ugh. Come on, Ryan, you gotta do better.
Look, he has his tattoo thing.
Yes.
Are you gonna make it purple? Or are you gonna leave it gray?
What's green?
It's green.
Yes. It's a tattoo color.
Okay.
Why did you think I was gonna make it purple?
It is purple and you sketched it.
I was using a purple pen.
Okay.
Like I was using a purple pen.
I don't know. It could have been purple.
It sure could have been.
My phone hates me.
I don't know if your phone hates you or gravity hates you. Ooh. No, definitely don't need to turn it this way. What? Who wants it now? You sure didn't. Because I mean, I know one broke. One's,
Or it might have been signed, which I'm playing the other one.
it's like one broke, and then the other one just kept lying around, so I took it. And I was like, I can use this, and there'll be times where I'll be at a meeting, and I'll be using it, and I'm like, gosh, you guys are stressing me out. Yeah. Alright, last little bit. Oh, wait. I still need to put not the last little bit. I gotta put a little shine on the blade. Then and only then will we be done.
Ooh.
then, and only then. You've just opened a fortune cookie without a fortune.
What's special about the G.I. Joe comic book? G.I. Joe, not G.I. Joe.
What do you mean?
Like, 'cause it's in your face.
Oh, that one? That was my first comic.
So you made that one?
No, it was my first.
First comic you ever bought?
Yep.
Then you have your Dark stuff and everything.
Yeah. Well, it's just that's just important. That particular comic is important to me. And I got it signed by the writer, so that's cool. Recently, even I haven't seen the artist anywhere, but it doesn't mean much. Might not be doing much these days.
How big would you want an office if we got a new house? Like, you could have your own office, and we could have our own game room, and then we could all have, like, rooms.
This would be perfect.
This is a good size if you didn't have to
Yep.
stay.
Yep. Because then I could have my workbench over there. That would be perfect. Like if I could get a workbench. Gunskis, we be done. I'd be happy. Alright, now I'm going back up to my glowy bits. Select that.
Remember when your office was in my room a little bit?
Yup.
Must have been so bad.
Why?
Nice.
It wasn't. It's actually pretty good. Yep.
I remember when you slept back here. I would make you guys come down and change the chair. With that weird pocket hand thing.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what happened. I just remember that two dudes and the pocket hand.
Yeah, and it always came.
It always came on, and that was the only place that I went.
It was weird. I think at one point you watched it, and then it just remembered. It was like, oh, you like this? Cool.
But it was always on like Disney, wasn't it? Didn't we have like just a TV that was like table or something down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not how it works. I think it just had a certain time it came on.
Maybe.
I think the worst thing about Disney is when you're actually trying to watch to like get on every day, like watching a match or something.
Alright.
And they premiere the same exact episode 3 times a day for a week.
Alright, not too big, not too. Alright, there we go. There we go. Give him one good look. Okay, save first. I'm gonna give one good look over him. I think I want to add some highlights to those ropes though, because you know, what else do I got to do? But it's gonna be quick, easy. Oh, I didn't even shade that. That's a problem. So we'll have to go in and shade that. So. Yep. Like, didn't even like, nah, it's all good, we good. Just a couple highlights on the bigger areas. Hello.
Hi. What are you doing?
Was hast du denn zum Frühstück gehabt? Was hast du zum Frühstück gegessen? I didn't think there was anything in there. Yeah.
It's just a pizza, so they don't put it back in the baby. And then there's all the cinnamon rolls in the drawer.
In the drawer. She's not putting cake in the drawer.
These are good.
Oh, Sarah. Sarah has been died. Sarah has been died. Thanks for the follow. Sorry, I have all my alerts turned off because I'm actually recording this, and I started it in a different way, and I can't have stuff just randomly like bloop, pop up. So sorry for it not popping up for you, but I saw you. How are you today? Highlights, there we go. Bam. There he is. There's my dude in all his glory. The Witcher character. I don't know. I don't have a name. I don't have a name. Ouch. So it's the hard part about this. Oh, well, this is actually a Patreon character. So one of the people who is supporting me wanted a character based around Witcher, so just a hunter of demons and stuff, and so this is what I came up with because he fits into the Ninja Empire world. So the main reason why he has a lantern on his hip is that's where he actually traps all of his demons and evil spirits and souls and stuff like that. So because of your cool art style, you are a criminal now. Well, thank you very much. I mean, I'll accept the criminal status. I am enjoying this style. Normally I do something completely different, so let me pop something up now that I'm officially done with that, right? And I can stop my recording and stuff like that. So let's see, what do we got here? Character development. I'm gonna warm up the hard drive. So this has been my normal style. So I've done a couple characters leading up to the Ninja Empire. Like I was gonna do a 2D fighting game and 2D fighting comic book, and so I was just developing ninjas as we moved along. Fan favorite, the Ninja Rooster. So these are some of the characters, but now we're going to switch over to the other side. Whoa, the secret sauce. You look like Bob Ross. You know, I try. Although, you know, if I had learned to paint like Bob Ross, I could have took over. Like there's a guy who's now continuing Bob Ross's work. He doesn't look anything like Bob Ross, but so yeah. So here, like I said, these are the character designs that I did prior, like just developing characters and stuff. And then as I mentioned, I had a friend who came to me and was like, "Yo, you know what? You should really think about," because I'm doing a lot of heavy shadows, you know, these spot blacks and stuff like that. It's just straight black, and he's like, "You're doing this a lot of graphic style stuff, so why don't you try and, you know, push on that and do maybe a more simpler style and, you know, and try that out, because, you know, I'll always have this." But, you know, I don't know, there's just something. I like I like what I got. I mean, I like these, the way they came out and everything. They're really cool. You know, they make me happy. But, I'll show you one more. Show you the main character. Someone asked me about the main character earlier. That's the main character. It's me. I was like, the main character, it's me. So this is the first time where I officially are like, this character is me. Like if I was in the Ninja Empire, this is probably what I would look like. So yeah, this is happening. So, but then I went on and I started doing these kind of characters, and this just makes me happy, right? This kind of like chibi, non-chibi, like chibi, non-chibi style. You know, it is chibi, but it's got a mix of what I do normally, you know, the glowy stuff and the way I do shadows and things like that. And what's funny is that the face doesn't change for me, so the face style doesn't change. It's just the body proportions are different, so I'm going to be switching everything over to that. Mostly because I was doing... So I did this because I wanted to be able to make toys, right? And so I was like, oh, well, I'll do this. And so I drew up this one, kind of tried to simplify, although I didn't, right? And there's still a lot going on here in this arm and whatnot, but did this first, and the proportions were 3 heads tall. And then I saw this game called Brawlhalla, and I really liked their style, so I started doing that. And then this is what came out of that after my studies of Brawlhalla style. And so this is now the new Ninja Empire look, which is funny because all of my sketches at the moment, you can see that, is still like, you know, like that. So my mind still works in the other style. I mean, I am starting to sketch though in that style. You know, so this was the first attempt at that guy. This is the next character I'm going to be doing. It's for Patreon. I got to finish this next week. Just random scribbles, right? And it's funny because like the face here is still would be his face. It's just the body proportion that's different. So yeah, so that's where we're at. So that's me doing that. So heck yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna switch back to my official stream. Explosions! Whoops. Go away. There we go. Switch back to my official overlay and stuff like that. So that's where we are. Hopefully I won't be too, like I had to record I was recording this, so you'll see the time lapse and then me talking about the story and whatnot on YouTube later. So we'll have that, but hopefully I'll keep that off now, and then I'll stick with this overlay that we got going on. So life should be good. But it is been on for a good 2 hours. You know, it's fun. My kids are starting to wake up, or most of them are awake. So I gotta get up and go lend a helping hand to the wife, because yeah. And then hopefully later on I'll probably come back and stream and do something else, maybe tonight. But I want to say thank you guys to everyone who came by, stopped by and hung out with me for a while. Thank you guys so very much. It means a lot. And yeah, if you're not following me, please hit that subscribe button, you know. Hit the follow button if you're on Twitch, if you're watching this in the VOD. Yeah, thank you guys so very much, and we will continue building the Ninja Empire. And the one thing that you always have to remember: born a ninja, die a ninja. I'll see you guys later.